on the border with Warsaw, because here's the place where the humanitarian crisis is taking place. So we're helping between the border efforts now.
What are you able to do on the border there, and what are you seeing, Oksana?
So during last week, more than 1 million people have come here to Poland and evacuating here. Why? Because they don't feel safe, unfortunately. You just told about negotiations that were going on, and Putin promised us humanitarian corridors for the people to be evacuated safely from the cities, but it never happened. So he started shelling and killing people there. So the more and more people don't feel safe, they lost their houses, and the shellings are happening all over Ukraine. So that's why people evacuated. It's very important to understand that the men stay inside of the country. So it's only women and children who can cross the border. This is the new.
What are some of the stories they've told you, Oksana, about the journeys they've been making, how difficult it might have been?
It's absolutely devastating and horrifying stories where people had they are living just like that. I have only one set of clothes now, so they're living just in whatever they are in, and they are grabbing their children and they are trying to find some safety and right. So the first place where they used to go was Western Ukraine, because it's closer to the European and NATO countries, and we thought that it's safe. But he started bombing and shelling also those cities. So now it seems like there is no place in Ukraine where you feel safe. So that's why people are trying to escape. And at first they had several days lines and queues on the border, several days. It's difficult to get here. Now it's a little bit better, and there are so many volunteer organizations and efforts who are trying to work with refugees here on the border and then take them to safe locations all over Poland or the neighboring countries. But the most awful picture is when you see how the family is being separated and split, and just women and children and older people are trying to get in to the safety with having nothing. So it's the war that is happening in the center of Europe, and we are losing our home each day, and this is.
Oksana, I can feel and hear the distress in your voice. Do people hold out hope that this might be a temporary exit from their country, that they will be able to come home?
Absolutely. Look, it's like you now start talking to the first women and children. They need to feel safe, so they are coming here or they're coming to Western Ukraine and trying to find some safe shelters for that. But then, if you start asking them, like, that's the first priority, the first line of problems, just to get them safe. But then if you start asking them in Poland, like, are you ready to think about refugee status or something? The majority would say, come on, it's temporary. We are coming back home. We are coming back to rebuild it. We will be. So, we all hope that it's not for a long time, because we will win and we will go back to our country to rebuild it. But it seems like it's worse than in any scenarios that was discussed before, because it just all countries being affected by that.